Hi, I'm back again. In my spare time, when I'm not doing these videos which take up all my spare time, you know, all of 3 minutes a day, I do a lot of research on dating, relationships, because I don't have much of experience of my own. No, I'm kidding. Because I'm a nerd, and I like to read, and relationships happen to be one of my favorite topics. So, I have been reading these books, as you can see, a lot. There we go. Number 1, Every Teenager's Little Black Book. Is this backwards when you... I don't know if it's backwards when you see it. I can't tell. It says Every Teenager's Little Black Book on sex and dating. The dirt on dating. Laws of dating. Don't break the law. Lies young women believe. Act like a lady and think like a man. Do I get, like, copyright laws by saying these? I mean, because obviously I did not write these books. Hence, by Haley DeMarco. Which is not me. And I am also not Steve Harvey, which I thought that should be obvious. But you never know. Disclaimer. Serious about love. The Love Dare. Men are like waffles and women are like spaghetti. Sexy girls. How hot is too hot? Guys like girls who? They actually never tell you specifically who. But it's a good book. Anyway. Dateable. Are you? And Teens in Love and Sex. The word that parents don't like to hear. It fell. Okay. Bad camera. I'm putting it on the floor now. Okay, so I'm basically, after reading all of those 50, 100, bazillion, really like 13 books, but hey, the one thing I've gotten from all of those, which were written by men and women, was that it's important to not rush the physical aspects of a relationship if you want it to work. Because guys actually like a challenge. They don't like it to be easy. They may tell you that they want to have sex with you, and they do. But if they like you, they don't want it to be that easy, because then they'll just get bored and move on to someone else to see how long it'll take for them to let them have sex. Now, this next thing I'm gonna say, lots of people get offended. So, think what you want. You don't have to listen to anything I say because you don't even know who I am. And it's really your fault if you're watching this video, because you can stop at any time. Just saying. What was I saying? Anyway. Yeah. The one thing that I gleaned from these books is that if you can put off sex for as long as possible, do that. Really. Have you noticed that if in a relationship, that the minute you start getting physical, like really physical, is when all the drama starts. Everything starts to get complicated after that. That's when women are like, oh, is he cheating on me? Because it really matters now, because now that I've invested physically, and oh gosh, does he think my boobs are shaped weird? Or like when you're lying in bed together, you're like, oh, my stretch marks or whatever. It just starts complications, and the best option is just to wait as long as possible. Some guys won't like that, and they will dump you and find somebody else. And some people don't want that to happen, but if you think about it, if they dump you because you won't have sex with them, then what did they want all along? It wasn't you. It was just that thing living between your legs. Now, the other thing that people get really offended about and say, oh, you're such a prude, blah, blah, blah. I don't care if you call me a prude. I've been over this in my other video. The best option is to wait till you get married. I inserted that long pause for people who are going like, oh, that's not true, blah, 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 blah. No one does that anymore. Okay, it's true that lots of people don't do that anymore, but that doesn't mean it's not a good idea. The most arguments I get in response to that is, well, how do you know if you are going to be sexually compatible with the person if you don't try it out before you guys get married? Well, let's think about this. If you're a virgin and your guy is also a virgin, when you have sex, it's like you have no basis for comparison. You can't compare them to anyone else you've been with, so you don't know if it's bad sex or not. It's just sex. And then when you establish a relationship with someone you're going to be with forever, you have a lot of time to figure out what works, what pleasures the other person. You kind of like establish like knowing how to please each other. It's something you should really learn with one person, because otherwise you establish habits and patterns that you kind of like use from person to person to person. So, sex can really cause depression. Hold on, that's my door. Who is it? I'm kind of making a video and I can't push pause. Come back later. Come get my laundry later. Like 5 minutes. Sorry, that was my mom at the door trying to get my laundry. And I can't push pause on this, so yay. What was I saying? Okay, yeah, sex can cause depression. Especially with women, because a woman's primary sex organ is not her vagina. It is her heart. Yeah, that's why they call it making love, because sex is very emotional for women, especially women. It can be emotional for men too. Have you noticed that when you're single, there's like no drama, and there's no worries, there's no worrying about STDs or pregnancy, or is he cheating on me, and when you're together, it's just like, if you guys are having sex in a relationship, you don't know how many guys, how many other girls, hopefully, your boyfriend has been sleeping with before. So that kind of makes you feel like self-conscious, like, oh my god, my boyfriend's had sex with this many girls. Like, how do I compare to that? Am I just as good? Am I just as pretty? Is this doing the same for him? It's just stress, which I do not prefer to partake in. I forgot what I was gonna say after that, because my train of thought just left with my mom knocking on the door. So I'm gonna have to, like, reevaluate my bullet points, which is right here, and get back to you later, chica. I forgot, this is my last point. If you don't have sex in a relationship, then you don't have to worry about, if I have sex with him, will he just get it from me and leave? That is the one question that lots of women have. Should I give it up? Should I not? If I do, will he leave me? Will he stop respecting me? How about you just respect yourself to begin with, and not spread your legs for him? Not until at least proven that he's a good guy, or preferably until marriage, because then you know he's going to stick around. That's just my opinion. Hate if you want.